All right. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to our second interview today. This evening, from the chair with Big Money Exchange, welcomes Dean Shore. He is a French Canadian wrestler with one hell of an attitude. He's an alpha wolf. He is our first international guest on this podcast.
Yeah.
Mr. Nathan, would you like to tell the people a little bit more about his accolades and then let Mr. Shore take over from there?
Yes, he's a two-time heavyweight champion, a two-time MCW MWC or MCW tag team champion. He's also wrestled for EWE, FCW, ISW, and many other Montreal promotions.
Yeah.
All right. So, Dean, would you like to tell us more about you and just go from there?
Yeah, I've been in the business 15 years, almost heading to my 17th year. I started when I was 16 at NCW, and it was really hardcore training, like some of the greats in Montreal, Don Paisan, Alex Price, a whole bunch of popular wrestlers around Quebec. And I wrestled pretty much on pretty much all over Montreal, Quebec. I wrestled for IWS, which is one of the most popular wrestling promotions in Montreal, and I took also seminars from Al Snow.
Oh wow! Yeah.
Drew Onyx, Speedball Mike Bailey,
Ooh.
close personal friend of mine. And I've been a wrestling fan since the age of 5. The first ever match I saw was Bret Hart versus Owen Hart at WrestleMania 10.
That was a good match.
Good match.
Great match.
Great story too in that match.
Great story. Yes.
Yeah, I also liked the finish in the match. It was a really classic finish.
Mm.
The roll up in the corner.
Yep.
Yeah. And some of my favorite, top 5 wrestlers that I admire. First one is Jeff Hardy. Always has been and always will be.
Very cool.
John Moxley.
Okay.
He's pretty cool. Bret Hart, of course. I'm Canadian, so I have to go with Bret Hart and Owen Hart. And X-Pac, Sean Waltman.
Wow. Very cool.
Nice.
All right.
1, 2, 3 kid or whatever.
Wow. And like we said, this is going to be a very fun beginning interview.
Yeah.
As we can tell,
it's my first podcast.
Oh.
Ever.
Oh, nice.
There's a first.
And there's a first too. So
yeah,
his first
breaking
podcast.
Records already.
His first podcast and our first international podcast. Hey, cool.
That works.
These next questions should be very, very entertaining. I mean, we love hitting the hard-hitting questions and everything. So
go ahead.
Which one of you boys wants to start first?
I'll let Big Buddy start first.
Oh, you
really
should
generous
have.
today.
I know. So, you're in Canada. So, who are the top 5 female indie wrestling ladies?
First one would be Latina sensation Mercedes Martinez, former ROH Women's Champion. Met her in person. She's pretty cool too. Next one would be pretty much, I'd say, Charlotte Flair.
Okay, there you go.
But the three last ones are pretty much I would have to say indies. Da, 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 da. Some Montreal female wrestlers like I don't know if you guys know Lufisto.
Yep, I've heard of that name.
Okay, she's a veteran, 20 years in the business. She's wrestled
Oh,
all
wow.
over Europe. Another one in Montreal would be Angie Sky and Sweet Cherry in Montreal.
Okay.
Yeah, I watch mostly indie wrestling, but I never retain all the names because there's so many female wrestlers on the indies.
Yeah.
It's hard to keep track of. But
Sure.
Latina sensation Mercedes Martinez, she's one of my top, the first of the top 5.
Nice.
Very
Good list.
Well, Nate, you or me?
Go ahead, I'll go last this time.
Oh, awesome. Okay.
Wow.
Well, we're gonna spin these questions around. Normally, we ask these, and we get all sorts. But I want to know if you had a Mount Rushmore of Canadian male wrestlers, who would be your 4 people to put on that Mount Rushmore? Canadian male wrestlers.
Bret Hart. Bret Hart, I would say Edge. Christian. Sean Spears, Ty Dillinger.
Cool.
Mm.
Okay.
And the last one would have to be Owen Hart.
There we go.
It's
Yeah,
your turn.
you can never go wrong with Bret Hart.
No, you cannot.
No, you can't. So, what's the biggest name you've wrestled in your career so far?
The biggest what?
The biggest name you've wrestled in your career so far?
Would have to be at the IWS Wrestling Syndicate show. I wrestled. It was, I believe, 8-man tag team match, 4-on-4, and the other biggest debut was also for IWS for their rookie show.
Okay.
And the rookies had a show, and I got to wrestle the main event against Speedball Mike Bailey in a 3-on-3.
Nice.
Yeah, so I could tell you his chops and his kicks.
They hurt.
They should. But yeah,
He's
those are my biggest debuts.
Wow.
Nice.
Those are
He's
good
got a
names.
nasty finisher too. That
Nasty bit of
shooting
what?
star he's got a nasty finisher.
Yeah, for sure.
So my
It's a nice
question.
finisher, though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So my question to you, good sir, is: do you guys, or have you been in a death match in your area, or hardcore match?
Yeah. I've been. It was NWC. I've been in a hardcore match. It was it was chairs, thumbtacks, kendo sticks. I wrestled a Sweet Cherry. It was a man versus woman,
Mhm.
and we pretty much. I think she landed one fucking hard kendo stick shot to the head. I sold it like, but it was pretty hardcore. I've been in a couple of hardcore matches, not as much, but I've had my fair share of hardcore matches.
Nice.
Yeah. I don't do them a lot because I'm not paid by a promotion. You know, I gotta go to work on Monday,
Yep.
so I can't get too banged up. You know,
Mhm.
so. But if I was paid by a promotion, Yeah, I do more hardcore matches.
All right, so let's do your top 5 tag teams.
The Hardys. Next, I'm gonna go with back in the day, the Rockers,
Ooh.
Marty Jannetty and Shawn Michaels. The Hart Foundation, Jim Daniel Neidhart and Bret Hart. Then I would say I really like the Wolves, Eddie Edwards and Davey Richards.
Ooh,
And then the last one, Dudley Boys. I have to go with the Dudley Boys.
Nice.
Nice.
Go ahead, Nate.
so how did the name the Alpha Wolf come about?
Because I really love and appreciate wolves. I'm part of also saving wolves from being extinct and because they're endangered. So and I Worldwide Foundation. I'm a member there. Been for a while, and I always liked Alpha Wolf Pack, the Alpha, the main leader. So I'm like, okay, well, the Alpha, just the Alpha, not Wolf, just the Alpha, makes me look like I'm gonna beat your ass and I'm gonna do whatever I have to do to knock you out. But Dean Shore, it's because Dean from Supernatural, and Shore is just a name I came up with randomly like that.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
My turn. What is the scariest injury you've had in your career?
I've had a lot. um, this guy, this guy wanted to give me a Tiger Driver, like like a Tiger Driver, and I was supposed to flip. But the thing is that I never had taken it, and it was in my beginnings. I kind of hooked my arms instead of letting my arms go.
Oh,
So when he lifted me up, he lifted all my weight, but then I came crashing down on my head, right here.
Oh,
So all I remember is getting picked up with a Tiger Driver and waking up sitting backstage.
ow.
So and I went to the hospital after that. So, but
I'd hope
besides
so.
that, knee, ankle, finger, middle finger on a cannonball. I was sitting in the corner, and then the guy went for a cannonball. But when he came and hit me, my finger kind of went like back.
ah,
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's a lot. Not that many, but there have been a couple of scary injuries that I've had.
Very cool. What's the best advice your trainers have given you, and do you still use that advice today?
The best advice I was given: never hesitate. Go. Never hesitate on a move. Just go for it. Because when you hesitate, that's when you get injured and stuff.
Yep.
But also the fact that to never give up on what you believe in. If you believe you're going to be in WWE, if you believe you're going to be in AEW, um, just do it. Just do it. Fuck everything else. Just do it.
Yep.
Like I'm 36 years old now, and I'm planning on busting my ass and trying to get bookings in AEW when it comes to Canada. But like Just never give up. Just you want your dream, you want it, grab for it. You know. So that's pretty much what my trainer said. Always stay safe in wrestling, though.
Of course, and have fun.
That's mainly have fun, you know.
Yeah.
So, how would you describe your wrestling style?
My wrestling style right now, because I changed gimmick, it's pretty much Kevin Nash around the ring, and pretty much just the way Kevin Nash wrestles in the ring. That's what I base
Nice.
my style over, and also mainly a brawler. I like to brawl in the ring, so that's pretty much that. Yeah,
Nice.
I
So-
don't I don't do high flyings anymore. I'm not 16 anymore.
Yeah, right. You'll never see me on top rope.
Oh yeah.
Uh, I'm gonna steal one from you two up there. If you could book a WrestleMania card, who would be in your card? Five up to 6 matches.
Okay, like wrestlers from WWE or wrestlers from everywhere.
Anybody.
Anywhere.
It could be
anywhere.
WWE. It could be anybody.
Okay. Card opener, I would have a battle royal. 20 men over the top rope battle royal. Winner gets a shot in the main event and added to the main event, which the main event will be a triple threat. Then I would have a women's match. So pretty much, like pretty much there will be the Rumble. Then the women's match, I will put a 4-way elimination. Mercedes Moné, formerly known as Sasha Banks,
Mhm.
versus Jade Cargill from AEW
That would
versus
be
Charlotte Flair versus Becky Lynch.
Ooh.
Oh, nice.
That's a good.
And then I would have a 3-way match. I would have Zack Sabre Jr. versus Will Ospreay,
Ooh.
okay, versus TJ Perkins.
Ooh.
Oh, I met that guy. He is so humble.
Oh,
I love that
man.
And the other match I would have a Lucha Libre match, Lucha Libre rules. Pretty much I would have is Dante Martin and his brother Darius Martin from AEW versus
Okay.
the Lucha Brothers, Ray
Those are my
Phoenix and
boys.
Pentagon Jr.
Hmm.
Versus Speedball Mike Bailey and Austin Aries.
Wow.
Ooh.
That's
Ooh.
first.
Yeah,
Oh,
Wow.
yeah, I'm pretty good at because I already have if I had the money and make my own show, just one show, I already have my blueprint of my card.
Ooh.
If I had the money
it
to
shows.
if I had the money to hire wrestlers on my show, that's pretty much how I would do my matches, you know.
Okay.
Really?
And then of course I put myself on the card as well. So yeah,
Nice.
All right.
Go
That
ahead, Tony.
oh, it's mine. Oh, that's right. Sorry, shock and awe.
He got caught up in the card.
Shock and awe. Yeah. All right. So, what advice would you give to up and coming wrestlers?
train, because I know a couple of wrestlers that were 2 months in the ring for training and then they get put on the card right away. First off, you need to get wrestling experience. You need to know how to take bumps. You gotta learn the psychology of wrestling. There's you gotta learn the formula to build a match. So train, go to wrestling schools. Don't be afraid. Go to wrestling schools. You you know, like in Canada, we have in Montreal we have the IWS. We have Torture Chamber. There's a school in Calgary. There are wrestling schools everywhere. So go to a wrestling school, get in shape, go to the gym. If you really want to do this, like go to the top of WWE, whatever, you you gotta have it in you. So just my advice is find the best wrestling school and train. It took me 5 years of training, like hardcore training. So and I busted my ass. I set up rings, I took down rings, I set up shows. So you have to pay your dues in the business. Pay your dues and get trained. That's what I gotta say.
Amen to that one. Go ahead.
So if you had a dream opponent from any era, who would it be and why?
Jeff Hardy.
Ooh, nice.
I've always been a fan of Jeff Hardy since I saw him in his match against Razor Ramon and his match against 123 Kid X Pac. Jeff Hardy, for me, it's personally, I had my demons, share of demons, just like he did, but because he got me out of the dark place I was, that's why he's always like, I'm a Jeff Hardy fan through and through. I follow his career. Like that'd be my dream match, is to take a swanton bomb through a table, him on top of a 20-foot ladder. Just to get the swanton through a table would be like, there you go. You know, bucket list check. You know.
Yep.
So Jeff Hardy would be basically my dream opponent.
Better get that done now before he gets too much older. He's not going to be able to do that before too
Or
much.
he goes back doing drugs or alcohol.
Yeah, I know.
Sorry, Jeff. Call me though. My question. Yes, I know.
Yeah, sure.
Everybody, calm down.
He's mesmerized by all that money he's flashing on the.
It's stuck in my hand. I can't let it go. It's so beautiful, you know. Anyways, my question, sir. How many titles in your career have you had?
I've had, let's see, 2. How many titles I've had? I've had pretty much 5 titles so far. I've been world champ, tag champ, women's champ. Don't ask. And a couple of other titles. I've had pretty much 5 titles. I'm not pretty much of a title holder. I don't give a shit. For me, it's just to have fun, and like, if the promotion wants to give me a world title, go ahead. But to me, it's not the championship belt that makes the wrestler; it's the wrestler that makes the belt.
Yep.
So I'm good without a world title as long as I get to wrestle and do what I love to do. I've got nothing to complain about.
True story.
So Nathan, you know there's a real reason behind why he holds all that big money, right?
If you say
sure
who I think you're going to say, I am going home.
Because that's a perfect setup, so.
I'll be nice. Oh, what the hell? That's his payoff money, so his wife don't take his balls. Anyway, so
He just gave them back. It's your turn, dude.
I know. So, our disappearing co-host and host love peanut butter. Well, because as you know, the co-host carries all that money, so he's really sticky fingered. What's your favorite cookie or snack?
Me?
Yes, you.
Oreo?
Very good.
Oreo, yeah.
Very nice.
Very nice. Okay, Nathan.
Um, what's the craziest thing you've ever seen in a ring or done?
Go repeat that.
What's the craziest thing you've ever seen or done in the ring?
The craziest thing I've seen done in the ring in person or on TV.
In person.
Would have to be. Oh shit. Craziest thing I've seen in person would be. It was actually at a WWE Raw in 2002. I was in front row seat, and it was no, it wasn't Raw. It was SmackDown back in 2002. It was a cruiserweight match, and I'm just sitting down, drinking my beer, and then I look up and I see uh, Super Crazy doing his eyesight moonsault like to the outside. All I remember is looking up, seeing him coming down on his opponent. I don't remember who it was. I just remember seeing him and then coming down. I was like, "Wow, that in person a moonsault like that to the outside springboard." I was like, "Wow." And craziest thing I've seen on TV would have to be it was recently at an ROH pay per view. I think the last one they had it was the Lucha Brothers, Dante Martin, Darius Martin, and another tag team. Pentagon gives Canadian Destroyer in the ring off of 6 tables
Mm-hmm.
down to the floor on 4 tables, and Dante does what Sid Vicious did in WCW. His foot was like, you know how when Psycho Sid jumped off the second rope,
Yeah, I remember
and
that
his
match.
ankle went like
Yep.
all wobbly.
Yep.
Like that was the crazy shit I saw while watching a pay per view,
Oh,
and crazy stuff I've done. What I believe it was I don't remember who I was wrestling, but he gave me it was her Frankensteiner from the third rope, but I held on and I gave him a sit down power bomb from the second rope.
ooh.
That was pretty crazy though. I wasn't sure if it was okay, but after the match, I was like, dude, that was awesome, man. So okay, if you're good with it, I'm good with it. You know what I'm saying?
That's one of the ones where you're like, you go in there thinking, I'm so sorry. And he's like, no, dude, it's good. We're
But that's it, because most of the day, they nowadays young wrestlers all they want to do is spot. There's give me a brainbuster from the off the third rope. I'm like, are you fucking crazy?
The
No,
young cats will do that.
like they all want to do spot. I'm like, when I plan a match with young guys that just got into the business, I make it simple as it can be. You want to do your big spot? Tell me what it is. I remember I was wrestling this one guy, and he went. He's like, we planned a match, but in the match, he decided to do a spot, and like he's like, give me a jackknife powerbomb as a finish. I'm like, have you ever taken a jackknife like Kevin Nash? He's like, oh yeah. Okay, I did, but he was kind of like, I'm I'm 232. pounds. He was like 240, 250. So he didn't swing for the pound. So I deadlifted at him.
Oh,
And because of that, my knee gave out. He fell and he broke his collarbone.
Ugh.
oh,
So that's why I'm like, okay, no, from now on, the young guys are just I'm gonna keep it very simple. Like
Mm-hmm.
mm-hmm.
I I actually broke his collarbone. I felt so bad. I'm like, dude, I'm sorry, but you should have stayed with what we planned. So,
Yeah, exactly.
That's
but
why I
that
don't
was a
like
scary
dealing
shit
with
because he was
rookies.
young, 19, 20.
Mm.
So
That's why I don't like dealing with rookies because they think they know it all.
I mean, I love rookies because as a heel, you get to have fun with them in the ring. Throw them around and stuff.
But they think they're above you.
Yeah. That's what every new guy thinks they're above you, but they're not. We're all
No,
equal in the business. We're all
exactly.
equal. In my perspective, we're all equal in the business. We're here to have fun, make
Yep,
money. So
true story.
I mean,
Very much so.
I wouldn't mind a paycheck from Vince.
As long as it doesn't
Book me for a
bounce.
big spot, just one spot, one paycheck. I'm good.
So,
So there goes my question. My question was going to be, what main promotion would you want to sign up for? And if you did, who would your very first match be against?
AEW, without a doubt. And my first opponent in AEW would, I'd say, I don't know if you guys know Big Daddy Magic. He's part of the Jericho Appreciation
Matt
Society.
Lennart.
Yeah,
Yes,
you got to watch out because his nipples get hard.
2.0 with Jeff.
Yep.
It was him and his partner 2.0, Jeff,
Uh,
cool-handed Angelo Parker.
yeah.
Angelo Parker. Yep.
But yeah, because Matt Menard, Daddy Magic, he actually trained me
Oh, really?
Oh,
for about a year and a half, and I'd like to have my first match against him to just show him, like, look where I'm at. I'm here now. You know what I'm saying? But I'd like to have a match with him. That would be my first opponent, coach versus student.
Those
that
are
would be
always
awesome.
the good matches.
Yeah.
They really are.
Okay.
Go ahead,
Well,
Tony Baloney.
so before I go into my question, I've just got a statement then. So if everybody's equal, then should a manager sell air from a super kick from a rookie?
A manager has to take a shot from whatever. He has to be ready. Rookie, veteran, whatever. The manager has to take the shot. The manager's job is to make his client look good, put his client over, has to know how to take a bump and to sell a shot from either rookie or a veteran or whatever. Face heel doesn't matter. The manager, if you go back in the days, Bobby Heenan, the Weasel,
Yep.
he was a great manager. I mean, he bumped and
The
stuff.
best.
Jimmy Hart was also a great manager. So managers have to do what they got to do to put their client over. How Paul Heyman always put Brock Lesnar over. I mean,
Yep.
you Paul Heyman is the epitome of a manager because he knows how to put a person over in a storyline or whatever. But yeah, managers have to take a shot and sell the shot to answer your question.
Very nice. So Dodge, all these times that you felt that you didn't give Legendary any credit, record said from a heel to a heel manager, you should have taken that shot.
But here's the thing.
But you didn't give him the context
Yes,
in
It
that,
doesn't
though.
he was
matter.
about 3 feet away from my face.
He sold
And
air.
How am I going to sell air? I've been in the business over 8 years, sir. I am not going to sell some rookie kicking me, not in the face. If you're going to kick me, you better make contact, not miss me by 3 feet, and then get mad that I didn't sell it. I sold the miss because I fell down as a manager, acting
Okay,
like, oh my god,
so the kick never touched you.
3 feet away. So here's my thing. I sold it. I sold, but not the kick. I sold like, oh my gosh, I almost got kicked. But here's the thing. After that match, we go in the back. Why didn't you sell? I slapped my leg. I'm like, I don't sell air for a living. I'm sorry. If you're
Okay.
going to kick me, you better really freaking kick me. Till then, go back to training, kid. I don't sell air.
Yeah.
At least I sold it like I'm scared I'm about to get kicked.
Are you guys gonna buy the AEW Forever game?
I'm already on it.
Already
Yeah,
on
I'm
it?
thinking about it. Yeah.
I think I'm thinking about it too. Yeah.
Yeah, same here.
It's going to be a good game. I saw the graphics. I'm like, okay, they're kind of cartoonish like, but I like
But
it.
to be fair, that's what they're marketing, though. He said it was going to be like the No Mercy games for the N64.
Ooh,
But
that's
better.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah.
come on. Who wouldn't buy a game from Kenny Omega? I mean, come on. Seriously.
I mean, yeah, really?
I mean, seriously. I mean, I'm not buying the WWE game, but I'm thinking about the AEW game just because of who created that game.
Yeah, because like for me, WWE, I used to be a huge fan back in from 1990 to around 2007, right before the PG era.
Hmm.
Uh, and now AEW started up, and I'm like, you know what? This is fun. This is new, brand new, and
I rather
they're
watch
they're doing pretty
AEW
good.
too.
They're doing pretty good for themselves
Yeah,
so
they
Very
far,
much so.
you know.
really
But I
are.
don't watch much the WWE these days. I watch pretty much Royal Rumble, SummerSlam, Survivor Series, and WrestleMania. That's what I watch from WWE nowadays.
Got ya. Yeah, the only thing I don't understand about the Fight Forever video game so far is they've announced Matt Hardy as the pre-order bonus. Like,
The broken gimmick and the regular Matt Hardy.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's the other reason
It's
I
like
want
with that big a roster, you're not gonna give us anybody that you couldn't have given us in the game. That was the only part that I was like, huh?
But wait, Tony Khan might have an announcement to make an announcement about that announcement.
Well, his
about the
announcement
game.
is CM Punk for Saturday Night Collision.
Yep.
which, well, most of us already knew.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not old news, but
Chicago, Illinois, and stuff.
It's like if that wasn't a dead giveaway, I don't know what is.
But like,
Yeah,
I can't wait
announcement.
to see their show from Wembley Stadium in England.
Oh yeah. All in.
I want to see Soraya Page wrestle on the card.
I'm sure she will.
I'm sure she
Yeah.
will.
That would be a good time for her to get a shot at Tony Storm's in her group, but I mean, if Tony loses the belt before then that would be a great time for her to get a shot at the
I
AEW
love
title.
the Outcasts. I love that group. They remind me of
They're
the
good.
DX.
Yeah, they're good. I have to agree.
Yes, very much so.
Go ahead, Nate Dogg.
So if you had a dream tag team partner, who would it be and why?
Retired or not retired wrestlers?
Whoever.
It doesn't matter. Whoever you want to. Maybe the idea of teaming with you would pull whoever you set out of retirement.
I would say I would love to tag with Marty Jannetty.
Wow.
Ooh.
He
Wow,
might
we're
not
going
have been
back.
as big as Shawn Michaels, but technical wise, Jannetty
Sure.
ruled.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, and because when I was in my old gimmick, Jason Idol gimmick, I used to have the type of rocker gear, like with the tassels and everything, like purple and black instead of rockers colors. But I was a really huge fan of Mari Jannetty. I even used his finisher. So, but yeah, I've always wanted to tag with Jannetty. Always.
That
Very
was
nice.
a first.
That was a first.
Yes, it was.
Let me see. I know it's my
Well-
turn. Calm down.
Can you see with those sunglasses on? Just say.
I can see this beautiful can. Anyways, what what did your family think when you became a wrestler? What was their reaction?
Uh, Actually, they were pretty supportive of my career. They knew I liked wrestling since I was 5 years old. Like I used to put my brother in a sharpshooter and make him tap out.
That was a love hug, right? That was a love.
Until he decided to fight back, then yeah, it was But I'd have to say, what was the question again?
What was your family's
Oh,
reaction to when you became a
uh,
wrestler?
actually, they were supportive. Like I said, my dad brought me to my first practice when I was 16. It was at NCW in Montreal,
Mhm.
and after that, it was every weekend was wrestling, wrestling, wrestling. So they're supportive, not supportive of my injuries,
No, of course not.
but no, they were supportive, and now they support me and stuff. So
That's good. That's good.
yeah,
I'll never forget when I told my parents, "Hey, I'm a professional wrestling manager." Wrestling's, and then they used that F word. I don't like
mm,
saying it because no.
yeah.
Oh,
My mom,
now all of a
my
sudden they support it. So
my parents were like, if as long as you attend college, you can go wrestle.
that makes sense.
And now the and now I just wrestle like every weekend, like when I get booked and stuff.
hmm
I got a couple
Nice.
shows coming up. No dates official. Couple of new promotions in Montreal that are appearing, also close to where I live. I can't really disclose the names because it's not official,
hmm
but I will be wrestling in June, July. I have a couple dates already. September, pretty much. I have plans. So I have a lot of plans ahead for the rest of 2023. So yeah,
Nice. Go ahead, Tony Khan. Have an announcement. Go for it.
Well, thank you, Mr. Dodge. I do have an announcement.
Oh God, help me.
Denver's up by 3 in the third quarter.
You think I'm not watching it? God, what more are you going to do?
So, my question, good sir, is what mark do you hope to leave on the professional wrestling field industry? I'm sorry, when
That was
you
good.
have hung up your boots.
pretty much take your dream, grab it by the throat, and shake it as hard as you can, and live out your dream. And the mark I leave is basically follow your passion. Go for it. If your passion is wrestling, go for it. Go 100%. You know, if you want to be a weekend wrestler, go ahead. If you want to wrestle 24/7, go ahead. But don't be afraid to grab that brass ring. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying.
Mhm.
Like to grab
No,
the
I
brass
get you.
ring
Yep.
and to go with it. And just like the Nike man says, just do it. So just do it. Just go for it, and that's the mark I want to leave. Don't be afraid to be who you are and to do what you love. Have fun.
I
That's
I
right.
love that saying because um I'm disabled. I have cerebral palsy, so I have a lot of people in my life, growing up that were like, "Hey, you can't do this because you're in the chair, or, whatever, right?" So
Mhm.
I kind of live by that rule of like I'm gonna do the opposite of what you say, and I'm gonna reach for as high as I can, just because I believe in myself, and I know what you know,
Yeah,
I can reach that brass ring.
for
So,
sure.
It's your question, Nate.
so who were your biggest or who are some of your biggest rivals?
I would say I have one rival only, and that's Frank Evans. He's my old tag team partner. We were best friends, tag teams, an alliance. We were against each other. He's my biggest rival. Basically, with the time goes by, his ego grew, and his head is like a basketball right now. But it's like he's my biggest rival. In wrestling, I never beat him in wrestling. But the best thing that happened was when I turned heel on him. I gave him the old Marty Jannetty and Shawn Michaels breakup from the barbershop, the super kick to the face.
Nice.
But instead of super kick to the face, I just kicked him right in the balls.
I was going to say,
Oh,
did you make contact?
And I hit him directly in the ball sack. Like,
Oh,
dude. We get backstage and he's like, I'm like, dude, I'm sorry if I hit you in the nuts so hard. He's like, it's okay, I deserve it. Don't worry.
It's
But
okay. My wife does it on a daily basis.
it's like they say, you have good matches when you have good chemistry with people,
Yep.
and with
yep.
I have good chemistry with him. Yes, nowadays he has an ego, but I still have good matches with him. As much as I hate the kid, I have awesome matches with him. So it's a love hate friendship if you want.
Let
And
me
what
guess
other
it.
sport? In what other sport in the world could you have a person come up to you or tell you backstage, "Hey, don't worry about kicking me in the balls. It's fine. I deserved it. No big deal."
Yeah,
so
True.
yeah.
Look,
I can't go there. Never mind. That was just too easy. I can't. I can't.
No,
shut up.
I
do it. Come
can't.
on,
I can't.
you've got to. If you don't, I will.
And this is why we say his wife has his balls all the time. He
Good
let.
night.
Well, I guess it's Big Money's question. No, okay, Nathan, you can ask another one then.
Um. So, in your opinion, who's the best wrestler turned actor?
Mm. The Rock.
Good answer.
Good answer.
The Rock or The Miz?
That's a surprising answer, but good answer.
But that's still a good answer. He did have
Yes, it
some good
is.
movies.
Yeah, The Miz did have some good movies. I know it'll make Mr. Big Money happy. Anybody who's in the professional wrestling world that wants a refresher, or even somebody new, please check out the Big Money Compound. in Pullman, Washington. Online classes start in 2 weeks on Tuesday from 7 to 8, I believe. It's either that or 6 to 7. I'm not 100%
7
sure.
to 8.
I think it's 7 to 8. No, Big Money, really? You're not coming on and I'm propping your company? Okay.
Wow.
I must have really upset him. I am so sorry, Big Money, for going too far tonight. Okay, well.
Okay.
Next question.
You're up.
Hold on. Top commentators of all time.
JR.
Nice.
You can't get better than Jim Ross.
Very nice. I don't think Mr. Noss would disagree with you. That's his favorite commentator.
No, I wouldn't. That is my favorite commentator.
I mean, whenever in the Attitude Era, he would say like "Stone Cold, Stone Cold, Stone Cold."
Yep.
Yep. Very much so.
Yeah.
All right, Nate.
Playing off the last one I asked, what's your favorite wrestling movie?
Wrestling movie? Wrestling with Family?
Very good movie.
That's the first thing that came up on the top of my head.
Sometimes those are the best answers.
Yeah.
And he's back. And he's gone. And he's back. And he's gone.
All right. So, where can we find you on social media?
Basically, I'm about to reinstall my Instagram account. I have to recreate one because mine got hacked.
Gotcha.
So, but right now it's Facebook. It's Dean Shore on Facebook. I'm going to be posting promos, matches that I've had or that I'm going to have. Pretty much Facebook for now. Instagram in a little bit, but pretty much Facebook. I'm always on Facebook at work or at home. I'm always on Facebook.
At least he's not on TikTok.
Oh no, I hate TikTok.
Thank you.
I can't stand it. Oh my god. Like I'm sitting at work and I'm watching like on Facebook like TV shows and shit, and then the ads come on and it's like TikToks and I'm like people who put Karens on TikTok.
Yep.
I hate TikTok.
It's a family app.
Okay, well, you just went there again.
I brought that one, so you're welcome because I knew the guy was smarter than me. What's that guy's name?
You want to do it, Nate, or me?
I'll do it. So, tell us the story of Mikey O'Shea, Big Buddy. Apparently not. Go ahead, Tony.
Okay, so anyways, as Mr. Big Money Dodge is now back from his pouting fit, again, please support Big Money Compound. Steve's actually a great guy. I just spoke him a lot of shit on this podcast, rightly so. But, you know, I guess maybe I'll have to start picking on Nathan some more.
Please, I'll pay you double.
That'll come at the end. But, you know, he's trying to get a wrestling school and promotion started in Pullman, Washington, Moscow, Idaho area. So anybody in the wrestling business that wants a refresher course, any newbies out there that are looking at a school, the nice thing is it's strictly online for the first month. Tuesdays and Thursdays, and starting, I believe,
$25 a session. That's all you're paying for. You get an hour of knowledge, of history, of big name indie wrestlers, and
Yep.
some former WWE superstars. Not saying when, not saying who. It's gonna happen. Why? Because I'm Big Money Dodge.
first show we can say is going to be taught by none other than SoCal Crazy, 20 years in the business,
Yep.
former Lucha Underground star.
He fought Rey Mysterio Jr.
Yep.
Nice.
So if you're interested, it's $25 a session or $150 a month. You get an hour on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. Nothing but knowledge in your head. And take notes, take notes, take notes. Please, even if you go to the gym and if you miss a day of the gym, don't worry. I got you for an hour. I got nothing but big name talent.
It's like it's like me. I would say, pretty much to give a shout out to IWS Dojo and Torture Chamber Pro Wrestling. They're the top schools in Montreal. I've been to both, and I'm a former IWS student. So I could tell you that pretty much if somebody asks you where can I wrestle in Montreal, where's the best place, IWS or Torture Chamber, either Shane Hawk or Drew Onyx.
Very
So
cool.
that's pretty much what I tell people or students or kids in Montreal if they want to go to wrestle. You know.
You know that torture chamber sounds really kinky, but it's
No. It's no.
So
I
you can,
know.
yeah.
I'm kidding.
So you
I'm
can
sorry.
find Big Money Dodge at Instagram, Big Money Dodge. Big Money Compound on Instagram. Facebook is Steve Dodge. I've heard from his wife, he's starting an OnlyFans page. That could be a rumor.
We're trying to have him raise money, not lose money.
Yes. Keep that one
Um,
on the side.
And again, you can find our podcast on Instagram, From the Chair with BME. Nathan's on Instagram, Nathan Noss.
Nope, it's Nostorius One.
Nostorius One, that's right.
You're Biggie Big.
Nathan Noss on Facebook. I'm
Yep.
Anthony Wagner on Facebook. I forgot my Insta handle. Too bad. We'd like to thank Dean for coming on tonight. We really
problem.
appreciate it.
It was an honor, sir.
Yes,
Yeah,
very
it's
much
an
so.
honor.
Thank you.
Keep up the great work in the ring, but have fun mostly.
So,
Yeah.
anything else you'd like to promote before we let you get out of here?
No, I pretty much said all.
All right. Well, on
right.
behalf of From the Chair with Big Money Exchange, from Nathan, the big man himself, Big Money Dodge, from our guest, Dean Shore. Hey, I'm Tony. We'll see you next time. Nathan, you still need a flea dip because, dude, you fucking stink.
All right.
We'll
Ciao,
see you
guys.
later.
Good night.
Thank you.
Good night.